Hello, 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 mabuhay, and welcome back to another episode of Anitta Recap, the official, unofficial recap series for Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale. I'm your host, Anitta Minette, and y'all, today we have a special guest. Special guest, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Aida Lott. I'm so excited to review this episode. It's gonna be a key.
Yes! Yes, this episode is Homecoming Queens. It is the makeover episode of Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale. Sister, have you been keeping up with the season?
Of course.
Yes!
Of course, gal.
Yes! Who's been your favorite so far?
I love Suki Doll, of course. Suki Doll always looks beautiful.
Very that.
And Kiana, of course.
Oh, we love Kiana! Yes! The reformer queen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we just watched the episode, and y'all, this is an emotional one for me. I really enjoyed sometimes these emotional episodes, especially the makeover episode is always like, especially on Drag Race Philippines, it's always an emotional one. So without further ado, let's get into it. So before we get into anything, for those of you who are new to this series, I like to keep things transparent. My necklace. Y'all, okay, I like to keep things transparent with my people.
Okay.
With my besties. So this necklace is not... Girl, it's a plastic Amazon necklace, and it was too small.
Tune into the ASMR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I know about plastic. And it was too small, so we added another necklace on the back.
Give it up for plastic.
That's when I get that plastic in me. Oh, it's over.
Oh, it's over.
It's over. Okay, but if you're all new to this, I'm blind as a bat, so enjoy. I do this little like glam shot. Get into the look. Get into the mug. Get into the look. Get into the mug. And then I put the glasses on.
And then it goes away. Hey, thank you.
Hey, now I can see. Oh. Full transparency, this is where you have. It is a fierce 2:57 in the morning. And we're in full drags. Wake it up. We enter, the episode starts. Kitty has been eliminated wait, let me say it again. So the episode starts, and Kitty's face has just been eliminated. And as we have seen, Brigading has also chosen Kitty to go home. And for those of you who are new, this whole season, it's been like a narrative of like Filipinos versus the international girls.
Yes. You've probably seen it on Twitter. Everyone's been talking about it on Twitter.
Everyone's been talking about it.
Well, it's true. Everyone's been talking about it.
No, and that's something I said before in the last episodes. Like, even in the Verse the World series. Okay, wait, I need to make sure this is recording. I filmed 30 minutes of this video, and then it was like...
I didn't record any of it.
Nothing. No, but in other versus the world, UK versus the world, Canada versus the world, it's never it's a little ooh, are the British queens gonna team up? Are the Canada girls gonna team up? But then that gets lost in the first episode.
Yeah.
But this season, it's truly been Philippines versus the world.
Well, and UK versus the world, who have the winners of that been? Haven't it also been UK queens? Because it was Tia Coffee. It was Tia Coffee and
Blue Hydrangea.
Yeah. So, and I remember the discourse for that. People were also like, well, it's rigged. If you're UK versus the world, a UK queen's probably going to win. I think, I don't know. What is your opinion on that matter?
Well, I found it really interesting in the other seasons. I wish they played on that narrative more, amongst the queens at least. Because because in the show, and UK versus the world versus Canada versus the world, we don't really see the queens be oh, it's Canada. Oh, the Canadians. Yeah. Oh, the British. But this one, I think it's also because it's not called Philippines versus the world. And then it naturally, the queens are oh, so the Pinay queens, they're trying to get rid of us. And, Siam brings that up. And I wanted to talk about this because, the whole, last two episodes have been talking about, this conversation of fair eliminations. Right. And, what is fair? Is it fair to eliminate a girl by track record? Is it fair to eliminate a girl because they're competition? Is it fair to save your friend over someone? What do you think? What is it?
Well, I think someone said, I think it might have been Suki Doll, where she said that it's kind of circumstantial. And I kind of do agree with that. In situations where we've seen in the past of Naomi Smalls and eliminating Manila and stuff like that, and Jimbo getting eliminated on Versus the World, it is things where it's track record does come into play, and I feel it should come into play early on in the season.
Yeah.
Because I feel like early on in the season where it's like, okay, if someone has one win and then they go home like the second episode, it's like, okay, that's like visibly not fair.
Yeah.
But when it gets to a point now where it's like 5, 6 episodes in, 7 episodes in, we're getting like deeper and deeper into the season, things start to get a little shaky. Yeah. Which I feel like why they keep bringing up this competition of like, well, what's fair? Because now it's like, now's the time where it's like, oh, I need to get into the top 4.
Yeah, and also, like, we saw with, like, Pangina, a lot of girls, since Naomi, love to be like, let me play the game.
Yeah.
But, like, I feel like that's only effective near the end of the game.
Right,
Because, when Pangina sent home Jimbo, like...
It was near the end, and it was, like...
It was, like, the beginning. Like, that's why... It was, like, Pangina sent home Jimbo, like, the 3rd episode.
That is true, yeah.
And then, like, which gave people enough time to send Pangina home when she was on the bottom.
Right.
Because they're like... Well, you're not going to vote by track record.
Right.
Let me not vote by track record.
Yeah. And that's why I said in the beginning, you should probably stick to the group consensus, which is usually, like, track record. Yeah. So that, because there's so many people there, you never know who's going to be in the top and who's not going to be in the top, because anyone could be a front runner. But when you get towards the end, you kind of get a feel for, like, the girls that are doing pretty well. So you can, like, create your teams, like, get the vibe a little bit. And then it also gives you an opportunity to actually strike where it's, like, meaningful. Right. Instead of striking so early, if you're like, I'm just going to get somebody out, and then it's like, well, that could have...
If you were on, like, an all-star season like this, and it was episode 2, you're, like, safe, you're kind of, like, in the background, you're seeing everything, and say a competitor knocked out a strong competition, are you going to be like, that's unfair? Are you going to be like, it's the game?
I mean, it's the game at the end of the day. I mean, you do kind of have to play chess, and... Who knows? Maybe that person knocked out a strong competitor because they felt like it would benefit them in the end. Yeah. But I do feel like 2nd, 3rd episode, it's like, how do you know that person's actually going to be a strong competitor or not?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like you just can't really tell. I mean, we've had instances like Yara Sofia where she wins the 1st episode and then she does horrible in like the 2nd, 3rd,
Roxy
4th.
Andrews.
Yeah. And then Roxy Andrews all stars too. But then we've also had situations like Irene, where like she went into the competition, people didn't really see her as a threat, and then she won every episode. So it's like you don't really know until after like the 2nd or 3rd episode. So I feel like taking out a strong competitor is just kind of, I guess, subjective.
I guess it's really only Siam, because I think Yuha and even Kiana was like, I would have sent home the Filipino girl. And Yuha's like, I don't think the Filipino girls are coming for us.
Right.
So, but I'm really excited. I'm really liking how they're like really playing on this narrative, because it feels really genuine. It doesn't feel like it's produced.
And it's a fresh narrative too, I think.
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
that part.
It's a narrative we haven't really gotten in other seasons.
Wake that up. And also, I don't know if you clocked it, but like last week it was like the runway was like faces, and like their runways are sitting around the room.
I know.
And when Brigadine came up to hers, I was like, oh my god.
I know, literally, I saw it in the background and I was like...
No, literally. I imagine if I was like in the workroom, like working on my like lyrics, being like, oh shit. Just seeing a face looking back at you like this.
No, I saw her like talking to the camera, and then I saw it in the background and I was like, is that also her?
No, literally. It scared me. I was like, oh my god. It's a new day in the workroom, and I wrote a lot in my notes because they had a lot of conversations about what is fair. Also, something I noticed is like when the girls are like, what are we gonna do? I'm like, we?
Right.
Bitch.
I agree.
Like, I will vote how I want to.
Yeah.
I think it was Jujubee. Oh, I remember. Oh, my plastic necklace. It was Jujubee in like UK versus the world when she said, I know we've been talking about this literally the whole time, but I think when she was in the bottom, someone asked her, what would you do if you're in my position? She's like, I think I would take it week by week.
Right. I mean, it is circumstantial. It's like, you could be saying, oh, I'm going to do track record. I'm only going to do track record. And then it could be towards the end of the competition, and someone really, who was like killing it, could fall into the bottom.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, it's either you get into the top 4 or that person will get into the top 4. Yeah. Girl, you gotta cut it. You gotta hit it.
And I know like at the table they were saying like, so far the international girls have not been giving. Right. I think Yuha and Kiana said that. And I was like, damn.
Yeah. Well, what did Yuha say? She said it's not personal, it's just performance.
Yeah.
She said the international girls just aren't giving as much as the other girls
Which is like so ironic coming from Yuha.
I know. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, it's true. But, like, because I feel like the girls who have gone home, I can make a case for Katie just because she's been safe and then was on the top. Track record objectively. But even still, like, she wasn't going to win.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard people also say that prior to this episode, the same thing of, like, I don't think it's biased. I think it's just who's doing well. And it just so happens that the people who are not doing well are the international girls.
I will say like because you know how like originally All Stars one where they casted like runner-ups, congenialities, and like fan favorites. Like the ones who are like the runner-ups, congenialities, and fan favorites are like the Filipino girls, and some of like the international girls are fillers.
Yeah, I mean, if we think about it, like this was like the All Stars.
Yeah.
For it was the All Stars for them. So it's like, of course, the producers are gonna know like, oh, the people are gonna want to see like these specific divas, and it's divas that people like. It's divas that like did well on the on their seasons. And then the other girls, some of the girls, the vibe was just like, who would say yes? Like in the Philippines, it's like they were probably waiting for an All-Star season, so they're probably like, oh, me, I'll do it.
Right.
But to pitch this to the international girls, you kind of have to like, how would that sound if someone pitched it to you?
Right.
Like, it's not really All Stars. It's kind of like a verse the world, but it's not verse the world. But it's only Asian queens. But it's gonna be majority from the Philippines. Like, how would you feel like getting pitched out? Like, would you immediately say yes or be like, oh?
I would be like, oh, exciting, Philippines, and I get there and we're like the international queens, and I'm like, and the Filipino queens, and I'm a Filipino queen. I mean, like, what?
Yeah, or if you're like Yuha and you're like, oh, I'm the only U.S. queen.
No,
and you're like, okay.
Which I think is a good idea, and if it's a versus the world, like
yeah.
having one from each because it's truly versus the world.
Right.
But yeah, I'd be like, wait, I can't be part of it though.
No, girl. There's about 10 of them and one of you. So what you gonna do?
Bop. Mama Pao walks in. Did you remember her look? Her entrance look?
No. That's
fine. No, I mean, I will say her looks, some of her workroom looks have been better. We'll get into it. Girl! Mama Pao.
Her runway look. We will get into it.
I know you haven't seen Drag Race Philippines season 1.
I've seen clips though.
Her runways that season were drag.
Right.
But seasons 2 to 3,
I've heard people say that.
We'll get into it. Like Mama Pao. I don't know if you clocked it, but like she had like chickens like on her thing, like cockfighting. Girl, lose it. Just wear the suit. It was disgusting.
Girl, lose it.
Lose it. Lose the cocks. Just wear the suit.
Girl.
If you want to make money, wear a suit.
Ah.
Okay, in the mini challenge, the queens play a game of Gagambading, which is spider game. And watching it, I mean, I've never played this before. Like, my childhood games or Filipino games were like Tubang Preso, which is kind of like capture the flag and like tag mixed in together, and then Game of the Generals, which is like a different version of chess. So I didn't really grow up, and a lot of these mini challenges are just childhood games for them, but I never grew up with this. But it was giving like adult Wipeout.
I literally said the same thing. I was watching the Trixie and Katya podcast, I think, or it was Sibling Rivalry. One of them said that they like when Drag Race does like wipeout type of challenges, and that they wish that we could see them a lot more. And I agree, because I think like I think it low key like something so physical puts everyone kind of on the same like level,
and it's something fun because I feel like with drag, like getting ready, it's so like saving your energy and like preparing yourself performance wise, but then this is like something stupid and fun, to just like be like silly and everything, especially when you get to dress up in like little tarantula outfits.
Oh my gosh, I said like that they were like cheap,
but I love it.
But it was cute.
And when we get both of them, we get our own.
It was cheap in like a cute way, and I was like, oh, those are the costumes that they had, but it's okay.
Do you think you would do good in this mini challenge?
I think so. I mean, I'm like a bigger queen, so I think no, sister, no.
You're beautiful.
Sister, it's true, but don't say it. Sister, it's true, don't say it out loud though. I'm a bigger queen, and I'm aware of that. So I think in this particular challenge, I could use that to my advantage.
Right.
Especially in this kind of season where they're all like this big.
I just imagine like I was like, I want one girl to just like 3, 2, and then just like go ahead and just hit the other person.
I think I would do fine. If I was going against someone like Something Wong, like it's over. But all these like small little girls, like girl, I'll
you would just like throw me across.
No, you literally.
You take my like little staff thing and you just grab me and throw me.
Exactly. I think I would do. How do you think you would do?
I think I could like. I think I'd be out at least half. I don't think I could make it to the end.
Yeah. I mean, you're like strong though.
I see. What I would do is I would just like.
Throw the stick away.
And just me and the person both
You're
go
a
up.
spider on them.
Girl, when it was Kiana, I think Suki, I was like, oh my god, someone's gonna hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Because
So scary.
like Suki was falling back and then she grabbed Kiana and pulled her down. I was like, oh my god.
Girl, it's the Hunger Games.
It's the Hunger Games, girl.
It's the Hunger Games.
Okay, wait. Sister, you know Tagalog.
Oh. Pangit ng bakla.
I don't you ever.
Hey, put me in Slaysian Royale. Hey, get me in there.
Kiana wins the mini challenge, and so she gets an advantage in the maxi challenge.
Like crazy advantages too.
I know. Which also, I'm like, I wish bring back the days of Drag Race where like you get an advantage in the maxi challenge.
Yeah.
Because I think nowadays, especially in American Drag Race, it's
you just
like
win money.
You just win money, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Girl, I love the money, but like, give me like you get to like. Well, in the Philippines, in America, it'd be like, you get to choose your color first. In the Philippines, it's like, you get to kill someone.
You get to choose your color. You also get to block someone from getting a color. And you get to punch someone in the face.
No, literally. And then Mama Pa's like, just for some extra drama.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. But this week's Maxi Challenge is the Makeover Challenge. And they are making over OFWs, overseas Filipino workers. Which I gathered from this episode is basically like, you know, people who leave their families in the Philippines to take care of other families in other countries. And when they were walking in, they were like the sweetest, like looking like little ladies.
The sweetest ladies.
And
ever.
like they just like they didn't have any expression walking. They're just like NPCs. I was like, oh my god.
Also, I love the like, do you hear that? And it's like the plane. I thought that was camp.
Yes.
I thought that was camp. I was like, it just makes, like you said, it makes me like yearn for the days of Drag Race where it was like camp and like, you know, like referencing certain things. Oh my god.
Can you?
Can we be professionals?
We're at work.
No, but anyways, it reminds me of like season 7 and before energy, where like RuPaul was just doing things like for the shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Of it. Oh, and now it's so like structured. It's like they would never even do a little bit like, did you hear the plane? But it's just like so refreshing.
That's why I like this series, because they're even from season 1. It's like even in the mini challenges when they're like poking fun at the host or they're like yes and being loud and not just a word about being like, oh, I should make myself camera ready. Who would you have picked for the makeover? I feel like they didn't really. I feel like they were kind of all the same.
I wrote this down. So I would have picked Beverly Davis. I said that because she has a very round kind of face. It like you can see some people's faces and be like, I could put makeup on that. And her face seemed very like, okay, I can put makeup on that. She also like didn't have bushy eyebrows, which in drag I'm like, okay, like
that's easy.
Yeah, we're chilling, we're good. And then also she had like a nice body. So like the round face and like not like bushy eyebrows and like a nice body. I don't know if you know what like having a nice body.
We are corseted, but we are not shaved. RuPaul, would you like to stand up for us?
But yeah, she had a nice body and a round face, so I would have picked her for sure. I think she would have been the easiest.
When I saw them, I was like, oh, because the first two I think were the older ladies.
Yes.
I was like, not them, because I'm like, they can't walk in heels. But then as the episode progressed, they were like the most, if anything, like the most invested.
Yeah, they're almost like down to do whatever.
And honestly, like, I don't care if like someone I get maybe is harder to like physically make a makeover, but I would rather have the person who's invested.
Exactly.
Like, I'm willing to shave my eyebrows. I'm willing to wear the pleaser heels. I'm willing to like
do whatever you want. Yeah, because one of the older ladies, the first thing she asked her group was like, how do we win?
No, literally.
And it's like, well...
And we'll get into it, like... Even though they won Brigadine and Suki's Converse on the runway, I'm gonna shoot someone. We'll get into it later. But like in hindsight, I would have picked the older two, Bevel and Ermi, because they were so cute. And whenever they're on the final part of the runway, they're like my daughters. Yeah, I was like, that is too cute.
And I guess they're easy in a sense where you can easily just make them like your mother, and then it's like, oh, family resemblance. They're older. They look like my mom.
The queens are gonna be paired up to do these makeovers, so it's kind of like a 3 people makeover. And so once the pairs are picked, Kiana gets a special advantage and she gets to swap one of the pairs. Woo! And I didn't think she was going to swap Siam because I'm like, oh, her and Siam, they were both the top 2 of the first week. I was like, oh, they have like a little connection. But she says, I'm going to switch this bitch with one of my office.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh,
Ooh.
shit. How would you feel if you were Siam and you're like, you got switched out?
Oh, I don't know. I think I would, I mean,
I think I would shoot someone.
I think I'm blowing up the workroom. No, I would 100% probably feel some way about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's no time to have hard feelings. You kind of just have to keep pushing through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, I feel like the Filipinos are not leaving these Philippines versus the world allegations.
I know, yeah.
Like, replacing an international girl with a Filipino girl.
Right.
I feel like anyone did not want to be with Yuha.
Right.
Because Venus was like... And even when Siam went over, she was like... I think Siam was more upset being
That
with
she was
Yuha
with Yuha,
than
yeah.
being swapped it out.
Yeah. I mean, I also, like... I think it was, like, a blessing in disguise for only Yuhua. Because I feel like Yuhua and Venus,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was, like...
They would have never gotten together.
I think that was a recipe for, like, disaster. I
Yeah,
think
girl.
them together would have produced, like, the worst makeover we've ever seen. And that's no shame to either of them.
No,
That's no shame
I
to
was
either of them.
excited. You know, you could even see when it was just like a group like shot or like
They
just a mom
looked
of
so, like...
Venus was like this.
Yeah, so I think for Yuhua, it was, like, good for you, girl. Like,
Good for
I
you,
think that
girl.
was a blessing for
Right,
her.
right.
Blessing for nobody else, but a blessing for her.
How are the stocks?
How are the stocks?
How are the stocks?
It crashed.
It crashed. Sisters, they hit the Twin Towers.
Ooh.
Sister Charlie Kirk died.
Sister, they shot Charlie. Charlie,
Anyways.
no.
Woo!
Mr. Kirk, no. He's like, oh.
Justice for Charlie. No, no, no!
Justice
no!
for Charlie.
No. Kirk to the curb.
Ooh, justice for Kirk.
Shirt that says Kirk to the curb.
Justice for Kirk. Justice for Kirk.
And they saw him where? Kirk wins.
Kirk.
Anyways. So, as everyone's getting ready...
Charlie, do something! Wait. Do something, Charlie!
To my...
Oh. I wanna go.
That's why he got shot.
Oh, girl, Charlie, do something!
Charlie.
Oh
my god.
That is taking me out.
While the queens are getting ready, I found it really interesting that the queens, like, I feel like in a lot of these makeovers, we see, like, people making outfits, people, like, well, my daughter can walk, can your daughter walk?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But it was a lot of just, like, getting to know the ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really emotional.
Very emotional, yeah.
Like, I know one of them said that, even though they have, all the money in the world, like, from being an OFW, like, it didn't really make them happy. Like, happiness,
Right.
They can't buy happiness.
Yeah.
And that being away from their family is, like, heartbreaking. And I also know one of them said, like, when they're away from their family, they get a phone call that, like, oh, dad's in the hospital. Oh, so-and-so is not doing well. She's like, she tries to be calm just so that they don't worry
Right.
their parents as much. And that was, like, brought me, like, back to, like, when I went to the Philippines, mind you, like, my family in the Philippines, I don't really talk to, because not because I don't like them, because like I don't have a chance to like talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were all leaving, I feel like me, all my brothers, and my parents, in our minds, were like, this is probably the last time we'll see them alive.
Yeah.
Which sounds kind of like a lot, but on the whole time, especially my mom, was like, okay, we'll see you later.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you later. And then on the car ride back, like, we're all crying. Well, to ourselves, like, I'm like, and then, like, my brothers all doing the same, and mom's like kind of accepting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when we were leaving, they weren't, like, my grandparents weren't just like, oh my god, we're gonna miss you. They were just, like, very nonchalant. So that really, like, I really thought of that whenever she was talking about, like, she wants to keep calm to not upset anyone.
Yeah. Also the story of, like, how, like, when she would leave, like, I think her son would, like, refuse to, like, kiss her or give her a hug. It's just really sad. But, you know, I think the makeover challenge, like you said, it's always kind of emotional.
Yeah.
Especially when they do things like this, or when they did, like, the veterans, or when they did, like, stuff like that. Like, it's always really emotional. But I enjoy, as a viewer, I don't know if you agree, like, seeing, like, backstories to some of the queens.
I do too, yeah.
Especially some of the queens that their persona is very, like...
It's very, like,
Yeah, their persona is very like cunty, and stuff like that. Like Suki doll is so beautiful and so like polished. To see like someone like Suki doll like go deeper into their lore, it's just like interesting to watch, and I think it makes the season more enjoyable.
Also, for a makeover, what is your vibe? Like, say it's like, are you gonna like make something there? Are you gonna bring something that's like shapeless? As far, sorry, I need to make sure this is recording. No, but like, would you rather? Is your strategy like go with something shapeless, make something there, or like? What is your, or like bring a few things, your outfits?
Yeah, so I think I would bring two things. I think I would bring something that's a little more bit like a little more bit adjacent. I will get into the Mariah Carey bit because it was like entertaining, but I have opinions. So not a bit like that. I would bring a bit that's like a family bit. So like maybe something like Kardashian-esque or something like when Crystal Method did like Bert and Ernie, like something like that, where it's like, you know, a yin to a yang and like a family resemblance. And then I would also bring like a shapeless gown situation. Yeah, I feel like once you get there and look around the room, you can kind of get a vibe. Yeah, if everyone else is doing like the shapeless gowns, like on season 12. When everyone was kind of just doing like shapeless gowns and then like fitting it to the person. I feel like that's so like the mod 60s like bell gown. I'm like, but also as a competitor, I'd be like, I don't want to make anything. I know, of course, but it's also like that's why I'd bring two things, right? Because I think if you're looking around, you see a whole bunch of like shapeless gowns. I can give you an opportunity to be like, okay, well I'm gonna do the quirky thing that I brought, right? Because then you're gonna like look different in a really good way. Yeah. But if everyone else is doing like, I'm gonna do like Mariah Carey, and then I'm gonna do the pride flag, and then I'm gonna do this, then you can like, okay, let's just do something like beautiful and classic, because then that'll stick out. That part. I appreciate. I give extra points to people who make stuff for the runway, for sure, as opposed to like kind of cheat and like again like use like the Belle 60s gown. But then again, I feel like using the Belle 60 gown is something that I would do. Yeah. Or like something adjacent to that where it's like as a way to like. It could be anyone and they would like fit. Yeah. So, but I mean, I get it. You don't want to add more work onto yourself. Yeah. Because it's not a design challenge. Yeah. But if you decide like, well, I'm gonna make stuff, all of a sudden it's a design. I think having a good concept is like the most important. Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's get into Mother Pow's look. Oh, also how we do things here. So if we love a look, it's giving 12s across the board instead of 10s because 12 isn't like a clock. Oh. I need a minute. Oh. Clock time. Branding. Branding. Wow. So yeah, 12s across the clock if you like it. And then if you don't like it, it's clocked instead of chopped. Ooh. So Mama Pow's look. Clocked. Really? Okay. I think I was about to say this is the best dress she's been this season. That doesn't mean it's good. Okay. The outfit I like. I actually really like this outfit. The hair. God, I think we can agree. That hair. This fucking hard front. It looks like it's 3 pieces. Shake and go little. You know those units that's like it's like the U unit where it's like it's just the sides and the back and then like the U on the top. Yeah. And that's what it looks like, and then it looks like she like snapped a loaf on top of it. Girl, I would tell this all my sisters. I'd be like, whenever we take photos, have some hair in front of you, especially if you're wearing like a bust down or anything like that, or else it just looks like you're wearing a bob. Especially if you're wearing like, especially when you turn around and there's like curls. Not too much on a bob. Well, this looks like you're wearing an ugly ass. Well, it's like you're wearing a fucking ugly ass side part platinum blonde bob. Oh wait, it did. Now, how did I get into it? Season 1, her looks were so good. She had like a huge like butterfly gown, a Filipina gown. But then like ever since season 2, she's been going to like these like bang like hard front, trying to cover the hard front. It's nice from afar. Like when she first comes out, you're like, oh, that gown is very pretty. And then it kind of like goes in and you can see that like the nude illusion starts to like move as she's moving. It starts to like kind of like fold in on each other. Yeah. And then you could see like her undergarments, so the nude illusion is like really thin material. So it's just like And then when you start to look close, like the sleeves kind of just look like an afterthought. Girl, I was gonna give this 12s across the board, but now after hearing you, I think I might give it.
Because I would wear, if we had this, I would wear this
sleeveless,
and
then a different wig.
But I love these are called Thurno sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
So every Filipino, we wear those like literally it could be traditional wear,
Mm-hmm.
but literally people will wear it to like business meetings.
I see.
To the grocery store, like teachers will wear it.
Yeah.
This kind of Thurno sleeve. But so
I just think the gown was very Mackie, like Bob Mackie-esque.
Yeah.
And then the sleeves just seemed like okay, there we go.
Yeah. No, but if you saw like some of the other looks she's worn this seasons,
I guess.
it's crazy.
Well.
But what's your final verdict?
It's kind of hard. I think it's like in the middle.
Middle.
Cause like
It's giving 6 p.m.
I hate. It's giving 6 p.m. I just hate the wig. The wig is.
I'm gonna give her 12s across the board because this look is good. I fucking hate that wig. But if you want to clock her,
I'm gonna have to clock her.
that sounds. Mother, you're clocking like a woman.
I'm gonna have to. You're clocked.
You're clocked.
Here's why I'm clocking her.
Yeah.
She is the host of the show.
Yes.
And Brooklyn has talked before about how there is a budget within the show of like wardrobe for the hosts.
Yeah.
And like putting the host together. There's a budget allocated to it. And it's just kind of like it's a little disappointing that we're spending the budget on hard front, like ugly ass wigs. So, I mean, you're the host. I feel like if a contestant would have came out in that wig, they would have read them for it.
No, yeah, it's true.
But she can wear that wig because she's the host. It doesn't really make sense.
And we'll get into it. It's been so many weeks where like the guest judges and the other like judges look
extremely better.
They came in like it was like their show. Yeah. So let's get into the next one. Next we have Captivating Cat. This fits her so well. Like she looks like a host of her own franchise.
And here's my question to you. If this is a 12, are you putting Mama Pau's look in the same exact category as this look?
Because, like, okay, here's the thing. This is obviously, goes without saying, 12s across the board.
Right.
12s across the board. Like, if I saw Mama Pau's look in real life, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
But then that turns the corner and you're like, okay, well, that's amazing.
I guess
More
so.
amazing.
I guess so. But I would still give her 12s across the board because it is a good outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think Mama Pau could have done better.
Right.
But
this is 12 across like
every
12s
clock.
Across like every single clock,
and every time zone.
Yeah. Like the hair is perfect.
Yes.
It's a perfect updo, but something like what Anitta was saying, like something that like dangles like around the neck. Like the fabric is beautiful. It looks so good on her skin.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's perfect. She looks so good.
No, yeah. Captivating Cat, you ate this one. There's like no notes. I don't have anything. Like even the tits look amazing.
Everything looks so good. Yeah.
And then we have Alyssa Edwards, Global All Stars winner. They didn't give us like a full. I want to see the shoe. I love seeing a shoe. But no, she looks great too. Again, like when you have the guest hosts looking better than you do,
like miles ahead of what
girl. That's crazy.
Yeah. I will say with Alyssa, she looks beautiful. I do wish sometimes she would wear a little more makeup.
A little more, yeah.
I think she's falling for the US Drag Race girls thing of like, for some reason they're all like wearing less and less makeup every time we see them. To the point where it's like Vanjie, where it's like a brow, a little brown.
No, literally.
A little brown in the crease and then like a glossy lip.
A glossy lip.
Yeah, okay, I feel like...
Girl, but at this point it's pretty mad. Let's wake it up.
But I feel like every time I see Alyssa, it looks like she's wearing like a little less makeup than last time. I just wish like girls put the makeup on. Put the makeup on. Coming from us divas, put the makeup on. Put it on. Because now you just like she looks gorgeous, but she just if
your neck and your head don't match. If your neck isn't the same, if your neck isn't a different color than your face, are you wearing makeup? You're not doing drag. And on the first try too. No, but I would give her 12s across the board. Yes, it's stunning. I love any outfits where there's like 3D elements, like things that bounce, things that move. It's great. I love it. Yeah, and I love how inviting Rue girls, because Rue girls are like they have something to prove almost. Yeah. They're like course. There's a difference between being a contestant and being on the judges panel. Right, and then also Rue girls like. No shade to other like franchises. That's like the franchise. Yeah. And especially Rue girls like Alyssa, it's like she's so established. Yeah, when you have like someone like Alyssa or like even Alexis Mateo, which you can the guest host. Like these people are so established. It's like
you would be a fool not to take advice from them. They should be the ones giving advice. If we think about it. I mean, look at Brooklyn.
Yeah.
The first season of Canada was a little, but she actually gives like really good advice because she's been in their shoes. She did the tours. She did the challenges. Exactly. She did Snatch Game. So it's like, I think I love when they bring back the rules.
I agree. Yes. Period. So getting into the runways. Up first, category is Homecoming Gala Night. Up first, we have Venus and Kiana. And they are doing a Mariah Carey inspired makeover. I'll say this. First of all, Venus looks a lot better than Kiana.
well, this is true.
I think Venus has a lot more filler too.
I think this is something that Venus probably does. Yeah. For a cabaret show or something. It seems like it's her thing. Yeah. Because she looks like Mariah Carey.
Yeah, and then Kiana, girl,
chopped ass breastplate.
Girl, and she looks like the scary doll in a movie.
Oh no, that plastic ass breastplate.
No, literally.
I'm scared.
I think a lot of girls had this reveal curtain. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It
looks like they just took a strip of fabric from the wall and said, well, we're gonna use that.
I would have rather them came into the runway, turn around, and then turn around at the same time than this Joanne's piece of fabric by the yard.
And it's low-key sheer, so it doesn't even work.
But I like this idea. Like you said, I like a gimmick or some kind of theme. I'm surprised they didn't clock them on the breastplates. There was not even a trying to cover the neck breastplate here or the breastplate on the shoulders, and it didn't even match their skin tones.
The breastplate on the shoulders for Kiana, horrible.
And every time they moved, it was flipping, it was curling, and I was gagged they didn't even clock it or say anything. But
I guess it's for the bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think their makeover girl is the best, Mariah, or do you think Venus is the best?
I think Venus is the best Mariah.
No, I agree. Yeah.
I have a lot of opinions about this group, but I guess you can go first.
Well, that's pretty much my opinions. I didn't really live for this. It was just I hated the exposed breastplate, and I think the dresses themselves look like they're from Shein.
Yeah, I agree.
And especially
I've seen that one on Amazon. I think
it doesn't look particularly expensive or anything like that.
I agree. So I was saying earlier, I do love a bit. However, sometimes in the makeover challenges, they don't specify if it's family resemblance or if it's do a bit or whatever. But Mama Pao did say family resemblance when the challenge was being discussed. I don't think this is family. This is 3 Mariahs. Yeah. And the bit is cool, and I think it was smart because it's very safe. Yeah. They're not going to win with this, but it's kooky.
Oh, no.
No, it's kooky enough to not be in the bottom. Yeah. So I think it's a safe move. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was fine. It's not family because it's just not. Those are 3 Mariah Careys, which is not a family. That's just 3 Mariah Careys. So, I mean, it was entertaining. I do not think it was the brief. I don't think it was what the challenge was supposed to be. It was the boxers. I don't think it was what the challenge was supposed to be, but it was entertaining, so I think it's very fine.
So what's your verdict? Is it 12s across the board or is it clocked? We'll say the count of 3.
I have opinions. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Clocked.
Do you have any more opinions about it?
No.
Up next, we have Brigading and Suki Doll. This one was by far the best one.
Oh, it was so good.
I don't know if you this. First of all, the Converse shoes. I am going to shoot someone in the head. Girl, put her in a rhinestone ballet flat.
Or if that's all she could wear, rhinestone the white part.
Rhinestone the fuck out of that.
Yeah. Rhinestone the fuck out of the white part on the bottom of the Converse so that when people see a little bit of it, they're like, oh, that's a rhinestone shoe.
I didn't clock it when they were on the It was when they were sitting down for the just critique, and she was wearing the shoes she walked in. I was like, this is also, I think, one of the younger ones. Is it not? And she was literally wearing... I'm like, these old bitches came from the senior home, and they're in, heels.
Actually, I don't know if that's the younger one. I think it's one of the older ones. Oh, that's one of the older ladies.
She can put a heel on. What's she gonna do?
That's the one with, the nice body.
She has nice legs, too.
Oh, hello.
Wake it up. It is 12s across the board for me. And I don't know if you know, this silhouette is called a barat sayo.
Okay.
Barat saya.
Yeah.
So this is kind of traditional Filipino wear. So it's like many different elements, like the shawl part, the sleeves, the dress.
Yeah.
All part makes it like a barat.
I love it. I think it's very like futuristic looking.
Futuristic. Okay, work.
There's something so like polished and like it looks kind of like Wakanda vibes, where it looks like a traditional silhouette, but it looks so elevated and like futuristic. I love it. I think it's a great concept.
Yeah.
She looks amazing.
You could tell she's the star of the show.
Yeah, she looks like she could be a contestant.
And I love like this like unveiling she had. I really love the homage to like the Philippines that they did in this runway. And thank you, Siggy Doll, for being an honorary Filipina. You are an honorary Filipina today.
I'm a Filipina!
Period. And I was surprised they were able to do like this much choreography in like such little time. Because it really looked really crisp. There was no one like being like, ooh, ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
But it's really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when people do bits like this, it can kind of come off like cheesy, corny.
Yeah.
Like, look at me doing like the flag. It can come off a little corny.
Yeah.
But I feel like this was actually very tasteful.
Yeah. I will say I'm clocking it now. Like this dress is too long for Brigading, and she brought these looks. No, it's too short, and she is the one who brought these looks.
It is. Oh yeah, it's very Adore Delano.
Yeah. But then Suki's the one who did all the hemming.
Wow. Girl. There might have been a situation where it was like she was gonna wear the yellow one, but the yellow one fit like the guest better, and then like it might have been like a whole thing. It might have been who knows, but I do agree. You can like it stops like ankle.
Yeah, girl, hit the floor.
And then Suki's is a little too long.
Or they should have switched.
They should have switched, huh?
But what do you think? What's your final verdict on this?
Oh, I think it's 12s.
12s across the clock.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it a lot.
No,
it's like it's probably one of the best like makeovers. Period.
I think so. Sometimes when you do a makeover, it's easy to tell like, oh, this is the one.
Oh, like the Jade Essence Hall one.
Yeah,
that was phenomenal. So I think it was really good. I liked it. What do you think?
I agree. It was 12s across the board. Like, of course, there were small things of like the shoe. But like just the presentation of it all.
Polish.
Really up next, we have Arizona and Bernie. Now, I feel like we had differing opinions about this.
We did, but it might be like I am aware I'm probably missing a reference.
I don't think there's anything referential about this. I mean,
they said that they're channeling something. I just didn't know what the reference was.
For me, I gave me like 80s villain type, like Hollywood movie,
like
I think,
rich auntie
vibes.
Yeah.
And what sold it for me is that they were in sync the whole time, which true. I was like, I really love the presentation, and I didn't hate these outfits. You know, looking at it, I do agree it is a simple stretch fit, but it all looks good, and all of them, like, they all gave me like that rich auntie vibe. I didn't think anything was like. Now I feel like this is one of those things where it's like it could fit anyone.
My opinion is it just looks easy.
Yeah.
And I think for a competition like this, like I think we just can't do easy. Like it just looks. Those look like dresses I could order on Amazon, and it looks like an applique I can get at Joann's.
Yeah.
And I could slap the applique onto like the Amazon dress and be like, well, I'm gonna bring this.
No, you're right.
It just seems a little.
When you say it like that, I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah. It fits, but it only fits because there's something like cinching their waist.
Yeah.
And then there's bagginess in the necks, if you notice.
Yeah.
But they're wearing like big necklaces.
Cover it up.
So it's like, you can't see.
You can't see.
You can't see the bagginess. So it just looks a little easy. I do love the hairdos.
Yeah.
I think all three of them, like, from the neck up, look gorgeous. And I love their, like, vibe. Their vibe was really nice.
Yeah. I will say, I feel like this is the best makeover. Like, mug.
Yeah, she looks really good. Her and the last one.
Yeah.
With Suki.
They look really good. But what is your final verdict on this? The back of the dress. Back rolls.
See, that doesn't fit them.
Yeah, you could tell there's like some...
Definitely not Bernie.
You can tell they did some like...
Right.
They brought it in.
Like, and it didn't work.
Yeah. I'm still gonna give it 12 across the board.
Okay, good. 12 across the board.
12 across the clock.
Okay, I'm clocking it.
Clocking it. Yeah. Honestly, when I first saw this episode, I was like, there's no way they're gonna be in the bottom.
Wow, and there we go.
And lo and behold.
Lo and behold, girl.
But let us get into last but not least, Siam and Yuha. Girl,
this ugly ass reveal curtain.
This was the worst makeover. Like, she looked so sad. She looked so upset with her look. Okay, I will say this. I want to start with this. These are the most crafty. I don't know who brought this. I'm assuming Yuha. Girl, it's giving bootleg down. Even Yuha said it was bootleg. Girl, this fucking shoe that Simon's wearing. What the fuck is this? I hate in drag. Let us stop wearing, like, chunky platform heels. What? You can't even perform in them.
It gives the vibe that Yuha bought the dresses. Yeah. And they were too long on her. So she said, I'll just wear my biggest pair of heels.
Yeah, girl. I fucking hate a chunky ass heel. It's not, like, flattering. I feel like I blame Ariana Grande. I blame Ari. I blame Ari. I feel like because as a short girl, she was like, she really popularized that Versace like heel. Even looking at them, it looks like theater production level. Like community theater.
Community
theater level production of like, oh, we're doing Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Oh, we have some fits for that. Yeah. From our last production. We'll use that.
Or like, let's do Milan.
Yeah.
Like it's just like not.
It's not giving. I hate this look. It is disgusting.
It's very arts and crafts. It looks like someone made them, but like not in a good way. Siam has no shape.
No fucking
at
shape.
all.
And even the makeover girl, like,
God. And I put in my notes, I said, who let Yuhua do the makeup?
Girl. And then even the headpiece, it's like,
oh my God. Who let Yuhua do the makeup?
Girl, hoops.
But like, who let Yuhua do the makeup? I don't know why. I feel like Siam could have done a way better job than that. It looks like Yuhua did her whole face and Siam put on like the wig.
No, I remember when Georges was walking down the runway and Laura was like, it looks like a cheap plastique. Girl, this looks like a cheap plastique. Mm-hmm. I could tell they were trying to do like the plastique little hair pieces that are on the side, like hanging down.
Just not working.
This looks so crafty and artsy, like, and not in a good way.
Not good.
It looks like a 5-minute crafts project. It's coming home, but it's gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a
clock across the clock. This is the worst one for me, in my opinion. They said their whole storyline was like, oh, she's the queen, and we're like her.
She don't look like it.
No, and she doesn't feel like a girl.
She look ugly.
She doesn't want to be there either.
Oh, she busted.
But until they said that, I did not get that concept.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So now we move on to the judges' critiques, and they were all pretty positive. I don't think they said anything negative.
No,
which they should have.
Yes, I agree. The critiques were all positive.
Yeah, I think also they do that with makeover challenges, where because they don't want to accept the makeover.
Yeah,
makeover-y.
I mean, you know what they say, like makeover challenges when production can like
pick whoever they
step in. Yeah.
Which I think like Loki kind of did this one.
Yeah.
But it's announced that Suki and Brigadine are the top 2 of the week. Yes! Do you agree?
I do agree.
I agree too, yeah. I feel like they definitely like popped off at that. Mm-hmm. And then the bottom 2 are Bernie and Arizona. Do you agree with that?
At first I did.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like, really, really looking, I think Yuha and Siam should have been in the bottom.
Well, because when I first watched this, I was still on my boat of, like, Bernie and Arizona could have been the top 2. I could have seen it. But when I was watching it, it was, like, they went down the line. They said, Siam and Yuha, you're safe. They said, Venus and Kiana, you're safe. I'm like, oh, my God, is it going to be a top 4?
You are
my God, is it? Because I know they do like double sachets. I was like, oh my God, they're gonna be a top 4. That's crazy. It's gonna be a tag team lip sync. That's crazy.
I think like on my point of like the makeover challenge is when production can step in. I think they needed the like Philippine girl versus Philippine girl storyline, and I think this was a perfect time to like
do that,
enact it.
Yeah,
because the whole time they were talking, they're like, a Filipino girl's gonna go home today.
Yeah.
Like, we can't escape it. Like, it's gonna happen. And that was, like, such, like a big part of, like, that moment. I think production was like, well, let's stamp it.
Yeah. No, the fact that, I don't know.
Like, another international girl would have went home.
And it should have been Yuha.
Because they would have probably picked Yuha to go home.
At least Yuha and Siam were safe. I was like, crazy. But then we move on to Untucked. And y'all, like, what I appreciate about the Filipinos is that it's really passionate and real for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, like, produced. It's not them trying to do it for TV.
Yeah.
When Arizona and Bernie are going up to talk, to deliberate make their case, like, it looks like they're, like, going up for, like, the Hunger Games.
And it's crying. And
I know. But who would you save? So, mind you, so the track record is Bernie's been safe and then was in the bottom this week and last week.
You're right.
Arizona has been in the bottom twice, like this week and 2 weeks before, but she's also been in the top 2 twice.
So I'm thinking like they made the right decision.
Yeah.
I think I would have picked Bernie for sure.
You mean, would you pick to go home?
To go home.
To go home. Yeah, I would too. I said last week, I was like, I think Brigading or Bernie are the ones to get the chop.
Yeah.
Because they've been doing like the least in the
Right.
competition. But
sometimes you can also feel when it's like someone's moment.
Mm-hmm.
And something about this episode, like, it just felt like Bernie going home was like what was gonna happen.
and it was crazy because whenever Bernie was talking to Brigading, saying like they want me to go home,
right?
She's like, who's they?
Yeah.
And I feel
she was
like
like the girls.
I think she really wanted to say production, but
yeah.
I feel like she couldn't say.
Well,
that.
she could probably feel it like throughout the day, like. Because she wasn't really getting much airtime, like, this episode. Like, she didn't talk much. Yeah.
I can only imagine, like, if we're on Drag Race one day, and then, like, if we get that feeling of, like, they don't like us. Oh, we're going home.
Yeah, that must be a horrible feeling. I mean, so many people have said that, like, you feel it.
Yeah.
Especially, like, with the Trixie and Katya podcast, they're redoing season 7 right now, like, rewatching it. And I think it was Miss Kasha Davis.
Mm-hmm.
How she was, like, as the day was going on, I was like, oh, I'm going home.
Yeah.
And, like, you can, like, just, like, feel it. Like, that's probably the worst feeling.
It sucks.
In the world where you're like, no matter what I do, like, I'm gonna go home today.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, I would love to be in Drag Race one day, but I have to keep in mind to myself, like, it's a TV show. If you win, it's because they want you to win.
Right.
If you lose, it's because you weren't what they were looking for.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you were, like, bad. You just weren't what they wanted.
Exactly.
So we move on. The girls are choosing their lipsticks. I wrote in my notes, Suki looks good besides her hairline. Well,
it'll get you.
No, yeah, that like outfit looks so good on her. But I was as she bent down to look at her like lipstick. Granted, my hairline's not the tea today, but like that's why you say no, sister, no. But
I will say, in her defense, it might have been a situation of like, I'm just gonna put the wig on my head. We're gonna do the runway, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm in the top 2. I have to secure the wig."
Yeah, but also like to change that quickly is, for me already, is just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like changing wigs, changing costumes in like 10 minutes to do so.
But that's what I'm saying. In her defense, like it might have just been like, okay, well let me secure the wig, and now it's like fuck.
It's like as long as it's on,
as long as it's stable. She probably had to like glue and shit, and it's like. She, like you said, they're probably like, okay, you have 10 minutes, like, work your shit out. So
let's get into this lip sync, y'all. So the top 2 lip sync for the win, it's Brigading versus Suki Doll. And I mean, the moment it was like an upbeat song, I know Suki is not like a dancer girl, but you said something about Brigading's wig.
I think the song called for like a Suki wig. I think the song called for like a human unit that you could just throw.
Mm-hmm. Filipinos love this Tina Turner like mullet wig.
I know. I get the vision. It's a little like rocker, but it's like
I don't like it either.
I just like I feel like the song lent itself more to like whipping your hair and like feeling your like puss fantasy, and that wig just like doesn't move. So it's a little like she's even doing motions like this and stuff, and it's like but nothing's moving.
I'm surprised they made out and their lipsticks didn't transfer.
Well, girl, come on, the power of matte.
The power of matte lipstick.
Matte, honey. And then also it's so like I think it's even more cute because earlier Suki Doll was like, okay, I have a crush on her.
I was like, this is the perfect opportunity.
I know, being like, I'm gonna kiss her now.
So without surprise, Brigading has won the lip sync, winning her 2nd Rue badge of the season.
Hello.
And she decides to eliminate Bernie. I'm kidding.
She said, fuck trans rights.
Yeah, the last trans girl of the season.
That's beautiful.
No, I know you didn't get to watch season 2 of Drag Race Philippines, but Bernie was like the diehard underdog that the fans loved. So it was kind of like where is she? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a few of the girls have said this already this episode, like, you're not the same Bernie, like, that was in season 2.
Yeah.
But, I mean, between...
I think she's probably just intimidated.
Yeah, I think also, she probably didn't expect... I don't know. There's a lot of different factors, but nonetheless, bottom line, I don't think she came in with, like, full force and everything.
Yeah, I think it was the right moment for her to
Yeah.
Because not everyone who's left, it's kind of like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Except for Yuhua.
Well, going into the season, she was... No, literally that. No, going into the season, she was, like, one of my top 3.
Yeah.
So, watching this episode, because I know you've only seen a little bit of the other episodes, who is your top 3?
Oh my god. I think Suki, Kiana, and, it's hard.
I'm right there with you. I think, well, here's mine. So my top 3, and I'm going to think out loud with this, because prior to this episode going into it,
Arizona?
my top 3 were Arizona, Kiana, and Bernie. And Bernie now out. And honestly, even if she stayed, I probably would have kicked her out of the top 3. I think it's going to be Arizona. It's Arizona, Kiana, Brigadine, and Venus for me. Oh, no. It's going to be Arizona, Kiana, and Suki.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Those are my top 3. And I think Arizona's going to win the season.
Oh my jeez.
Who do you think is going to win the season?
I think either Arizona or Kiana. I think online, Kiana has gotten the most, like... It seems like everyone's talking about Kiana.
No, yeah, I think Kiana... I think when I think also she should have won. There's some episodes she should have won. Kiana should have won.
Yeah.
But based off what I'm seeing so far in this season, the person who I'm, like, always excited to see is Arizona. Her confessionals, her screen time, her runways, her challenge time. And she's just so funny to me, too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, well, with that being said, thank you so much, sister, for joining me on this week of Anitta Recap. It was so much fun. Did you enjoy?
Yes, I had a good time.
Period. And it's a fierce 4 a.m. With that being said, y'all, let us know in the comments below who you think should have won. Do you agree with the bottom 2, with the top 2? Do you agree with who went home, who won the lip sync? With that being said, we will see you all next week for another episode of Anitta Recap. Bye!